I'd like to kick off by introducing Her Worship, Mayor Corinna Smith-Gatcke of the Township of Leeds in the Thousand Islands. The township stepped up this year with a grant of $10,000 to TIA in support of essential shoal marking services and for the safety of the river community. Over to you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much, Peter, and thank you to everybody who's on the call. I'm so pleased to see such a great turnout. I know it's very, very, very unusual times, and we here on this side of the border miss our U.S. friends dearly. We're so sorry we're unable to connect face-to-face, but we sincerely hope that in the future we will be able to do so again in the near future. I just wanted to talk about a few things. Of course, everybody loves their summers upon the river. I'm no exception to that. My husband and my 2 children and I pretty much live on our 38-foot carver down in Ivy Lee, and the kids don't want to come home, let's put it that way. And we live literally 5 minutes away from the boat. So we've been enjoying our time and the sunsets and the sunrises down in Ivy Lee. Couple of things that I'll bring your attention to. We will be accepting a request for design on a new Ivy Lee pier here in the near future. One of the residents of the islands brought up a really great point, and the Ivy Lee dock, one of those things that it's an access point for many of the islanders to come and get provisions and contractors and so on and so forth. He reminded me that that's your roadway. And so we are committed to fixing that particular pier, and that will be coming down the pipe here in probably 2020 for design. In 2021, we'll be looking to set the budget for that. And that's probably going to be in excess of $500,000. So that's a big project for the township, and we gladly do it to support our island residents. Just a reminder, the contractor's dock that is also paid for at the Gananoque, up the creek, as I call it, in Gananoque, in behind the Bell Tower Mall. So if you have contractors you want to get to your island, we've got provisions and parking and space for boats and barges to come in behind the Bell Tower Mall to service our residents on islands up further west. We really do appreciate everyone's patience during this really unprecedented time, and I know that's a word that's really overused, but it is one of these things that nobody knows what's going on, nobody knows what's coming next, and we're really trying to do the best we can. So we are now open at the township office. We're not quite back to regular hours, but we're getting there. The tax bills that are going out, we've given an extra time frame for payment, so they're not due until October 23rd. If for some reason you know of anybody who is struggling to make their tax payment because of COVID, please, please, please call us. Let us know. We'll work with anybody who calls us. I don't want anybody to feel embarrassed or uneasy to call our staff at the township office. We're definitely willing to work with everyone. We understand this is a very difficult time for a number of people. And thank you to the fire chief. TLTI's fire chief is on the line, and as it was mentioned in our chat room, we've had a burn ban on just until, I believe it was Thursday. We lifted it. We now allow campfires and cooking fires, but still no open air burning, if you will. It is a very dry summer here, and so our hope is that we don't want our first responders to be going out unnecessarily. And lastly, again, Peter had just mentioned it, we were very pleased to award a $10,000 grant to the Thousand Islands Association in support of shoal markers. Again, we understand that this is a very small gesture to our island owners and our neighbors and friends who use the waterway. It's kind of like the stop signs and the stop lights and the caution that we need out on the river to make sure that nobody ends up on a shoal. So thank you again for the invite. Thank you for being patient during this crazy, crazy time. And we miss you all, those of you who can't get up to see us. And we hope next summer we'll see you for sure. Take care.